Thank you. I'm very privileged to be here this afternoon. It's wonderful to see so many familiar faces as we're all gathered to reflect on where we are as a city and where we're headed. This year's State of the City theme, Rooted in Community, Building Our Future, couldn't be more fitting. It speaks to the strength of our foundation, the importance of the work ahead, because every policy we pass, every project we complete, and every investment we make is about creating a stronger tomorrow for the people who live, work, and grow here. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to honor someone who gave so much to Simi Valley. Earlier this year, we lost our mayor, Fred D. Thomas, a kind, committed public servant whose legacy continues to guide us. His leadership helped shape the city we know today, and it's a privilege to carry that legacy forward. Please join me in a moment of silence as we remember Mayor Thomas. Thank you. And Fred, please guide me today. So this past year has brought a change to our local leadership. I'm incredibly honored to serve as your mayor, and I'm grateful for the collaboration and support of my fellow council members. Mayor Pro Tem Mike Judge, District 2, Councilmember Elaine Litster, District 3, Councilmember Rocky Rhodes, District 4, and our newest council member, Joseph Ayala, District 1. We already applauded you guys, but we can do it again. Together, we are committed to ensuring that Simi Valley remains a place of opportunity, stability, and community pride. I'd like to ask I was going to ask you to stand, but we already did that, sorry. There's my first blunder. All right. Here are the individuals who manage the day-to-day operations across our city departments, ensuring services are delivered efficiently and effectively. While you may see a few new faces in the slide, I've seen firsthand this team's commitment and enthusiasm in leading us forward. A special thank you to our city manager, Samantha Argabright, our department directors who all stood earlier, and all of our dedicated staff. Your steadfast work behind the scenes is what keeps Simi Valley moving and makes our community a better place for everyone, so thank you. Starting with fiscal responsibility as a banker, you know that's kind of my area. So let's begin today's presentation with one of the most important tools we use to shape our future, and that's the city's annual budget. You might not hear about it as often as roads or parks, but it's truly our most powerful policy document. It reflects our priorities, our values, and the decisions we're making today to prepare for the challenges of tomorrow. This slide shows how the city spends your general fund dollars. This breakdown shows the approximate annual cost per resident, with police services at $310, public works at $144, and environmental services at $72. Other key functions like city administration, administrative services, and the city attorney's office round out the rest. It's helpful to understand what these services cost, not just in total dollars, but also in terms of what they deliver for each member of our community. While property tax remains our largest source of revenue, generating $44 million last year, sales tax is our second largest at $23 million, but here's the catch. Even though the total sales tax rate is 7.25%, the city only gets 1%. Just 1 cent for every dollar spent in Simi. The rest goes to the state general fund, 54% of it, county public safety and health services, 44%, and county-wide transportation, 3%. So if there's one thing to remember, it's this: shop Simi. Shop, dine, and support local. Every dollar spent locally not only supports small businesses, but also invests in the services that keep our city running, like police officers, road repairs, traffic signals, and critical infrastructure. Together, every purchase helps build a stronger, safer, and more vibrant Simi Valley. Every dollar spent locally helps strengthen the community we all call home. So for fiscal year 2024-2025, the city adopted a $264 million budget. This slide reflects all city funds combined. Our annual budget was developed with a cautious, forward-looking approach, balancing economic realities and our community's priorities. Here's a quick look at where the dollars went this past year. 61% was invested in public works, including water, sanitation, and transit services. 15% supported public safety through our police department. The remaining 24% funded various services from community development to libraries and senior programs. Beyond the numbers, here's what this budget helped deliver. Upgraded roads and infrastructure. I know everyone's happy about that. Replacement of aging vehicles and equipment. Water conservation initiatives. Enhanced services and programs for Simi Valley's most vulnerable residents. A strong commitment to paying down long-term obligations, keeping our city financially sound and future-ready. Looking ahead, the proposed fiscal year 2025-2026 budget is now available on the city's website and scheduled for adoption at the June 9th City Council meeting. As we plan for the future, we're closely monitoring economic indicators. Sales tax revenue is projected to remain flat, and overall revenue growth is slowing. With continued uncertainty at the state and federal levels, the city is taking a strategic and cautious approach, protecting essential services while remaining flexible and focused on long-term fiscal health. And finally, the recent wildfires have reinforced the importance of emergency preparedness. That's why this year's budget includes funding for reflective street striping, backup power for traffic signals, and generators to support critical water and sanitation systems. And here's a quick snapshot of our city demographics. Simi Valley is home to 124,000 residents spanning just over 42 square miles. We have a 4.2% unemployment rate, and our median home price sits at $840,000. And with over 77% of our housing stock made up of single-family homes, this is a community deeply rooted in home ownership and stability. These statistics help frame the decisions behind our city budget and the values that shape our priorities. Next up is public safety under Chief Steve Shorts. I often hear people say that they feel like Simi Valley isn't as safe as it used to be, and I get it. When you hear more about crime or see things on social media, it's easy to think that way. However, here's the truth. Simi Valley remains one of the safest cities in the nation. That's not by accident. It's the result of years of intentional investment, strong community partnerships, and a proactive approach to public safety. So thank you to our police department and our community for that. So public safety is the foundation of a strong community, and it's our top priority. Whether you're raising a family, growing a business, or enjoying life in Simi Valley, we're committed to keeping you safe. Our police department has expanded patrol and traffic enforcement, strengthened community partnerships, and continues to invest in safety. In 2022, we adopted the National Incident-Based Reporting System, or NIBRS, a more detailed and transparent way of tracking crime. The data we're seeing is encouraging, showing real progress as we work together to protect our community. A special thanks to everyone who helped implement that in the police department. That was a lot of work. According to our 2024 NIBRS data, overall Group A crimes dropped by nearly 4%. Crimes against property fell by more than 4.5%, and crimes against society, which includes drug offenses, loitering, and illegal gambling, dropped by over 7%. Crimes against persons remain stable, with only a slight increase. We're also proud of the success of our Community Emergency Response Team, CERT. Since 1994, more than 1,600 residents have completed CERT training through our Office of Emergency Services, helping build preparedness from the ground up. I'm a CERT graduate. Who else is? All right, there's still room for the rest of you. In 2024, the Simi Valley Police Department responded for nearly 100,000 calls for service, a 4% increase from the previous year. Despite the rising demand, officers improved non-emergency response times by an average of 18 seconds. Traffic safety is also a top concern in our community, and we've taken action to address it. In response to growing concerns, the City Council expanded the motor unit, adding an officer in October 2023 and 2 more in July of 2024, bringing the team to 4 full-time motor officers. They are wonderful unless you see the lights in your rearview mirror. But our motor unit plays a critical part in helping reduce collisions, improving safety in high-risk areas, and making Simi Valley streets safer for everyone. With motorcycles, officers have greater flexibility in congested areas and more opportunities for direct community engagement. Since the expansion, traffic citations have more than tripled, with from 1,492 in the 2 years prior to over 4,300 in the 2 years following. With a focus on data-driven enforcement and community input, the motor unit is helping reduce collisions, improve visibility in high-risk areas like our schools, and building safer streets across Simi Valley. Another new thing, innovation continues to shape our public safety in Simi Valley. This past year, we introduced new tools that are helping keep both our officers and our community safer, smarter, and more connected in the field. In October 2024, the police department launched its Unmanned Aerial Systems program, deploying a fleet of 8 drones to support real-time response across the city. Since the program's launch, the UAS team has completed over 300 mission flights, totaling more than 66 hours of operational support for search and rescue missions, traffic collision mapping, crowd safety, and critical incident response. They were at the Happy Face Music Festival, if anyone saw them as you walked in. With 15 trained pilots, including 10 who are FAA certified, the program is already enhancing situational awareness, officer safety, and field coordination, all while maintaining transparency and community trust. Simi Valley is built on economic vitality, and we're shaping the future one project, one business, and one neighborhood at a time. With that spirit in mind, I'm excited to share a short video that brings our theme, Rooted in Community, Building Our Future, to life. Wasn't that video great? How many people saw somebody they knew? Those were real people. It wasn't stock pictures. I saw my doctor, Dr. Garzadine, in there. So, a big thank you to the Simi Valley Chamber of Commerce and Visit Simi Valley for contributing footage for that video. This kind of collaboration is a perfect example of what makes our community so strong. Partners coming together to showcase all that Simi Valley has to offer. Let's start with something Simi Valley is becoming increasingly known for, film. While we keep hearing that the film industry is pulling back from Hollywood, we're still seeing active and robust filming right here in Simi Valley. Thanks to our location within LA's 30-mile zone, also known as the TMZ, Simi Valley offers filmmakers convenience, cost savings, and a wide range of visual backdrops, from rolling hills and canyons to suburban neighborhoods and historic landmarks. Sites like Big Sky Movie Ranch, Rancho Simi Recreation and Park District, Allied Studios, and 76 Ranch continue to attract productions looking for unique, flexible, and cinematic locations, all just minutes from LA. And I heard on the news that filming's getting better. So our city welcomes hundreds of productions every year and has earned a reputation for fast, film-friendly permitting policies. Last year, Simi Valley was the filming location of choice for several popular TV shows and films, such as 911 Lone Star, The Last Thing He Told Me, The Rookie, 90 Day Fiancé, and Extreme Makeover Home Edition, just to name a few. Filming continues to bring significant benefits to Simi Valley. In 2024, we saw 496 total film days, generating over $11 million in local economic impact. In just the first quarter of 2025, we've already seen 168 film days and $3 million in economic impact. And just to clarify, you're seeing more than 365 film days on screen because multiple shoots often happen on the same day across different locations. These numbers highlight the growing demand for Simi Valley as a filming destination, supporting our local economy and showcasing our community to a wider audience. The city also continues to partner with the EDC-VC, that's the Economic Development Collaborative, Ventura County, WEAVE, which is also there, and the SBDC, to share information and program opportunities with our business communities, such as grant funding resources, access to capital, employee training and development resources, no-cost business consulting services, that's a key, no cost, and much more. The Simi Valley Business Loan Program provides funding for working capital, job creation and retention, and equipment and inventory purchases to the small business community. Loan amounts can range up to $100,000 at or below market interest rate of 5.25% with an 84-month loan term. The city collaborates with the EDC to administer the loan program. Last year, $500,000 in loans were issued to support our local businesses. Our community is experiencing exciting changes, with new businesses and expansions fueling growth in the community. From neighborhood cafes to retail, our business community is bringing energy and expanded services to new corners of Simi Valley. Among the newest additions, San Fernando Coffee Company, Cork and Batter Roadhouse, Gourmet Palace Express, and Monkey Key Ramen are quickly becoming neighborhood favorites. From expanded health care services at Adventist Health Clinic, to creative opportunities at Dreamhouse Studios and compassionate care at Wood Ranch Animal Hospital. The community is seeing growth across wellness, arts, and animal care. I'll give a plug for the Wood Ranch Animal Hospital. I took my kitty there, and they were wonderful. So more is on the way, including a second location for Urbane Cafe, Amazon Fresh, and California Fish, which are all set to open soon, adding even more variety to our local offerings, alongside exciting proposed changes to the Simi Valley Town Center aimed at transforming it into a vibrant mixed-use destination. And this is really important. Keep your eyes on the former Madera Brewing site. A new tenant is moving in. And while we can't share details just yet, it promises to bring something fresh and exciting. Just as our local businesses grow, we're also working to shape a vision for the city that supports them. With leadership from our environmental services team under Stratis Perros, we're guiding smart, balanced development, ensuring that Simi Valley grows in a way that's connected, thoughtful, and built for both today's needs and our future. In 2024, the vision took a major step forward with the approval of the Envision Simi Valley Specific Plan. This plan will help reimagine key corridors like Los Angeles Avenue and Tapo Street into walkable, mixed-use spaces that blend commerce, housing, recreation, and transit. It also focuses on public space improvements that can stimulate tourism, increase property values, and support local businesses. And we will give a thank you to former Councilmember Barbara Williamson. I know the Tapo Street was one of her heartfelt things to work on, so thank you, Barbara. As part of the Envision Simi Valley Specific Plan, we're reimagining the Los Angeles Avenue corridor as a vibrant, walkable downtown, blending housing, retail, entertainment, and open space. Nearby, Tapo Street will be enhanced to reflect its traditional neighborhood character and support community growth and gathering. Over time, both areas will feature improved transit and bike connectivity with a strong focus on high-quality mixed-use development. Next, we're partnering with the Ventura Council of Governments, VCOG, and the Southern California Association of Governments, SCAG, to pursue grant funding and create a conceptual infill plan for the Simi Valley Metrolink station, demonstrating how these new standards can guide smart, connected redevelopment. Supporting a thriving economy isn't just about attracting businesses, it's also about building opportunity from the ground up. In 2024, the city allocated more than $407,000 in grant funding to 17 nonprofit partners through our Community Projects Grant and the Community Development Block Grant programs. These dollars help strengthen vital services, from food security and housing support to youth development and mental health resources. To build on that momentum, city staff also facilitated community resource coordination meetings, bringing nonprofit leaders together to share insights, identify service gaps, and collaborate more effectively for those we serve. Throughout our neighborhood council programs, residents are stepping into leadership roles, shaping local conversations, hosting community presentations, and helping keep neighbors informed. Last year, 37 residents applied to join executive boards across all 4 neighborhood councils, proof that civic engagement remains one of our city's greatest strengths. And if you haven't tried out this neighborhood council, you should apply or at least attend meetings. They will keep you informed. We're also investing in housing and home ownership to create lasting community stability. Our home buyer assistance program helps residents purchase their first home, build equity, and establish roots here in Simi Valley. Later this year, we'll launch a home rehabilitation program to help preserve the character of our neighborhoods. In 2024, we approached 4 new affordable housing agreements. We approved 4 new, bringing 70 for-sale homes and 157 rental units, including 24 affordable units. Thanks to the hard work of our staff and partners, we're expanding housing opportunities across the city. Last year, 374 new residential units were built, including 93 ADUs, which not only added housing, but spurred reinvestment in primary homes, boosting property values and revitalizing neighborhoods. The Alamo Street Apartments added new mixed-income rental options to support our workforce and missing middle housing needs. Looking ahead, major projects like Walnut Park Townhomes, the Ridge Apartments, and updates to the Los Canyons Master Plan are paving the way for more connected, vibrant development. In fact, we have developers here for Los Canyons here today, so thank you. We're also seeing innovation from faith-based and nonprofit institutions with projects like Walnut Crossing Townhomes and Lighthouse Church Apartments, bringing forward new opportunities under recently streamlined state housing laws. Commercial activity remained strong in 2024, with 28 tenant improvements processed and a growing interest in adaptive reuse, transforming underused retail and office spaces into vibrant new developments, hotels, community hubs, and mixed-use or residential projects. On the industrial side, demand continues to surge, driven by the rise in e-commerce, last-mile delivery, and manufacturing growth. Over 500,000 square feet of new light industrial space was constructed and made available this year, with another 500,000 square feet in the pipeline. Notable projects include Zeebeck on Easy Street, Mountain View Business Center, and expansions from companies like Entertainment Earth, Dunn Simi LP, and Simi Pack Group. The focus on small, flexible, leasable spaces is helping meet market demand while strengthening our local economy. All of this growth is made possible by a strong foundation of city services. In 2024, Environmental Services issued over 5,500 permits, processed 1,680 express permits online, and completed more than 14,000 building inspections, streamlining development while upholding the highest standards of safety and accountability. Much of this efficiency is supported by the city's customer self-service portal, which offers automated tools for easier, faster permit processing. Our code enforcement and building and safety teams continue to play a vital role in maintaining the health, safety, and livability of our neighborhoods. In 2024, they addressed more than 600 property maintenance violations, with 500 cases brought into compliance, many through proactive outreach and education. New state laws now require timely building and safety inspections in response to tenant complaints, including interior evaluations. While these regulations present new challenges, our team has risen to the occasion, adapting quickly to ensure compliance, project tenant safety, and continuing delivering responsive, high-quality services to our community. From the roads we drive to the water we rely on, Public Works touches nearly every part of daily life in Simi Valley under the direction of Ron Fuchiwaki. This past year, their impact has been felt citywide, whether it's maintaining streets, upgrading stormwater systems, or advancing sustainability efforts. Our Public Works team continues to deliver essential services with long-term value. As part of the fiscal year 2024-2025 capital improvement program, the city is funding 49 projects totaling $33.9 million. Most of this investment is supported by restricted funds, with only $2.8 million coming from our general fund. Of that total, over $9.2 million is dedicated to improving our streets and roads. Do I hear claps for that? Okay. A major step forward in ensuring safe, reliable, and well-maintained infrastructure throughout our community. The City of Simi Valley is responsible for maintaining 812 lane miles of roadway, and we continue to invest in making those streets safer, smoother, and more accessible for everyone. Over the past year, our Public Works teams has completed a range of critical improvements, slurry seals, street overlays, and curb ramp upgrades across multiple neighborhoods to keep roads in top condition and ensure ADA compliance. Recent before and after photos from LA Avenue, Valley Gate Road, and several upgraded bus stops demonstrate the significant impact this work has had on drivers, pedestrians, and transit users alike. We take pride in the appearance of our city, and our Public Works teams continues to play a key role in keeping Simi Valley clean, welcoming, and well cared for. This past year, crews removed thousands of square feet of graffiti and led efforts like Coastal Cleanup Day, where 58 volunteers cleared 175 pounds of trash from our Arroyo Simi. We proudly honor our service members with 252 military banners displayed citywide. I'm proud of my nephew, he's on there. And through our Crossing Guard program, we help ensure students and families can travel safely to and from school each day. These efforts may seem small, but together they help reflect the pride we all share. Our environmental compliance team continues to make big strides in sustainability. This past year, we collected over 85,000 pounds of hazardous waste, distributed 5,000 food waste pails, and delivered 35 tons of compost, all while diverting more than 26,800 tons of organic waste from our landfill. And we're just getting started. Free composting classes are coming soon to help even more residents reduce waste and support a cleaner Simi Valley. One of the most visible ways the city is advancing sustainability is through our turf removal program, transforming non-functional lawns into drought-tolerant, climate-friendly landscaping. In the last year, we've replaced over 180,000 square feet of turf at sites like City Hall, Tierra Bajada Road, and Sequoia Galena Greenbelt, at no cost to the city, thanks to rebates from the Metropolitan Water District. We all like a deal, don't we? So this effort not only beautifies public spaces, but also helps us meet state requirements to remove non-functional turf from city properties by 2027, while it also saves water and resources. More is on the way. Another 300,000 square feet is planned, supported by a grant from the Department of Water Resources. Most of us don't think twice when we turn on the tap, but behind the scenes, City County Waterworks District Number 8 is working around the clock to ensure safe, reliable water for Simi Valley. Excuse me. The district supplies approximately 68% of the city's water through a system comprising of 22 pump stations, 40 storage tanks, 330 miles of pipeline, and over 2,800 fire hydrants. To maintain water flow for over 26,000 connections, the district is investing in key improvements, including recoating a major water tank, replacing aging steel pipelines, and constructing a new 1 million gallon tank and pipeline in the Knolls to enhance fire protection and water pressure. These projects may not be flashy, but they're essential for safe drinking water, public health, and fire readiness, strengthening our water system for our future. When it comes to sanitation, our team is hard at work maintaining and upgrading the infrastructure most of us never see, but we all rely on. The city manages 380 miles of sewer pipelines and processes 8 million gallons of wastewater per day. Major upgrades are currently underway at the Water Quality Control Plant, including improvements to ensure the system operates efficiently. We're also advancing 6 sewer lines into rehabilitation projects in fiscal year 2025-26, with a long-term goal of replacing 100 miles of aging cement pipe over the next decade, ensuring our system remains safe and built for the future. Simi Valley continues to ensure our transit system is accessible, environmentally responsible, and meets the needs of a growing community. Our Dial-A-Ride program also continues to serve our community well, transporting over 41,000 riders in fiscal year 24-25, an 83% increase compared to ridership during the pandemic. More broadly, our local transit system provided 177,000 rides this past fiscal year. While total ridership is still recovering from pre-pandemic levels, that number represents a 36% increase over fiscal year 2020-2021 and shows upward steady momentum. Coming in September 2025, the city will launch Simi Valley On Demand. This is a new microtransit service offering curb-to-curb, same-day rides in smaller, wheelchair-accessible vehicles. Our seniors and those with special needs are very happy about this. This service will expand mobility options for residents in Western Simi Valley, improving overall transportation flexibility. Whether you're biking to work, walking your child to school, or preparing for the next winter storm, Public Works is working behind the scenes to keep our community safe and moving. Currently, the city's bicycle master plan is being updated to expand and improve bike access throughout Simi Valley. One exciting piece of that work is the Arroyo Simi Greenway Phase 5, a project that will formalize and enhance paths between Tapo and Stearns and from LA Avenue to Cochrane. This will connect more neighborhoods to our trail system, making active transportation safer and more accessible. Please visit our city's website to take the survey now so you can share your input on this project. We're also making progress on the floodplain remapping project. Once finalized and submitted to FEMA next year, many homeowners will see a reduction or, in some cases, complete elimination of flood insurance requirements. Traffic safety also remains a key focus. We recently upgraded 76 intersections with larger, more visible signal heads and reflective tape, especially in high-risk areas and locations prone to power shutoffs. Additionally, plans are underway to continue bringing these improvements to intersections throughout the city. That was a major complaint when we had the power outages, so it's really nice to see that improvement being done. And I had people complaining about it on social media and other people saying, don't complain, they're fixing it. So that's the thing, don't complain, we're gonna fix it. So quality of life. Simi Valley is a community rooted in service and connection. Our commitment to enhancing quality of life can be seen in the programs, places, and people who make a difference every day. At our wonderful Simi Valley Senior Center, thousands of older adults benefit from programs that extend far beyond daily meals. They deliver dignity, wellness, and meaningful connections. Through the Meals on Wheels program, a team of dedicated volunteer drivers provides more than 31,000 home-delivered meals each year, serving as daily wellness check-ins and a vital source of social connection for isolated seniors. The Congregate Meal Program at the Senior Center's Rendezvous Cafe serves an additional 24,000 annual meals, transforming lunchtime into an experience. Complete with music, themed celebrations, and new friendships, seniors know how to party. So our Senior Share program, entirely volunteer-run, distributed over 86,000 pounds of food last year through weekly drive-through pickups, ensuring that no senior in our city goes hungry. This powerful network is made possible by more than 200 volunteers who contributed over 21,000 hours of service, from delivering meals and greeting visitors to organizing events and serving on the Council on Aging. In 2024, the city also approved important accessibility improvements at the Senior Center. It includes restroom upgrades to serve residents with mobility challenges better. Looking ahead, the Senior Center will continue to expand educational and social opportunities through partnerships with Rancho Simi Recreation and Park District, Ventura County Area Agency on Aging, and our wonderful public library. The city is also working closely with the Council on Aging to strengthen long-term sustainability of our nutrition programs and refresh activities to engage even more seniors in the years to come. The Simi Valley Public Library continues to evolve as a center of access, learning, and connection, offering opportunities for residents of all ages to grow and engage. In the past year alone, the library welcomed over 154,000 visitors and supported more than 36,000 active library cardholders and circulated nearly 400,000 items. It hosted 521 community programs with over 12,500 participants, ranging from early literacy workshops to technology classes and cultural events. And to improve transparency and access, the library transitioned its annual report to a digital format, making it easier for the community to explore how services are growing. A $7,500 grant from the California State Library also allowed the library to distribute 464 books through local summer meal sites, helping children build home libraries while supporting literacy through food access. Our library's impact goes far beyond books. It's about creating connections and fostering lifelong learning. This year, 16 tutor learner pairs were established through the library's Literacy Services Program, supported by a weekly conversation group with 24 members learning and practicing English together. The library also revived its partnership with the Simi Valley Community Orchestras, bringing high-level musical performances back to our community. Councilmember Litzer is a member of that. 2 adult concerts were held, drawing a combined 188 attendees, and the collaboration also created space for a new youth orchestra to begin taking shape, giving young musicians a place to grow, perform, and thrive. One of our biggest milestones this year was the launch of the mobile library van in February. This new service has already made 22 stops and served 925 residents, delivering books, digital resources, and outreach services directly into neighborhoods where barriers to access might otherwise exist. Through a partnership with the Simi Institute, the library provided a tour for ESL students. This resulted in 239 new library cards in a single day being issued, proof of the power of meeting people where they are. The mobile library also supports literacy outreach, translation services, and community engagement, making library services not only more convenient, but also more inclusive for all. 2025 marks a special milestone for the Simi Valley Cultural Arts Center, where we are today, as it celebrates 30 years of artistic excellence and community engagement. Last year alone, the center hosted over 390 events, welcoming more than 25,000 guests to musicals, multicultural concerts, comedy shows, and youth workshops. I've been twice in the past 6 months, and Hairspray's on now. You can see some of the decorations, so if you get a chance, come see Hairspray. It also completed significant facility upgrades, including new seating, fresh painting throughout the downstage theater and lobby area, and technical improvements to enhance both the performers and the experiences. The center's impact extends beyond performances. Collaborations with Simi Valley Unified School District, Visit Simi Valley, the Rancho Simi Recreation and Park District, and numerous arts nonprofits ensure that programs reflect the creativity of our community. Looking ahead, the Cultural Arts Center will launch a 5-year strategic plan to enhance programming, honor the building's historic legacy, and ensure its future adaptability. New community productions, cabarets, and concerts are planned for weeknight and Sunday audiences, while expanded school collaborations will bring youth arts education directly into our classrooms. And to increase access for all, a fully ADA-compliant website will launch later this year, making it easier than ever for the public to learn about events, register for programs, and support our local arts. One of the most important investments we can make in our future, and that starts with empowering young people today. Through the Youth Employment Service, or YES, we help prepare students for the workforce with interview training, resume support, and job readiness skills. The YES Advisory Board comprising education, government, and business leaders, also supports youth success by fostering confidence, financial literacy, and civic awareness. We've helped prepare more than 1,000 students with practical skills through YES, and our 37th annual Job and Career Fair connected 300 attendees with 30 local employers, offering real-world exposure to careers in business, trades, public service, and more. They had a great turnout for that, didn't they, Councilmember Ayala? You and I were both there. So just as we invest in skills, we also invest in leadership. The Simi Valley Youth Council is a 24-member advisory group made up of middle and high school students who serve as the voice of our youth in our community. This past year, they've led powerful campaigns around mental health awareness, anti-bullying, and suicide prevention. They organized a youth summit, hosted a community talent show, and brought together students from across the region for Simi Valley's first ever Youth Impact Forum. And through a collaboration with the Simi Valley Unified School District, they helped distribute crisis resource information to more than 10,000 students, ensuring support is always within reach. And now finally, as we come near a close, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge our strong community partnerships. These collaborations are at the heart of what makes Simi Valley such a connective, resilient, and forward-moving city. I have a few more pages, so we're not done yet. This year, Simi Valley Unified School District launched the Dual Language Academy with grades TK, 3 classes, and kindergarten, 2, for 108 students. The Dual Language Academy is Spanish-English and is designed for native English speakers, native Spanish speakers, and Spanish legacy speakers, children with Spanish-speaking family members but who might not speak themselves. Next year, the school district will add an additional kindergarten class and first grade classes. In the upcoming years, each grade level will be added until the school is all dual language. By 5th grade, students are expected to be bilingual and biliterate in English and Spanish. In its first ever partnership with a middle school, the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute has sponsored the new Academy of Communication and Leadership at Sinaloa Middle School. The program, which launched this year, provides 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students with many unique opportunities in journalism, legal studies, and leadership. Our educators are developing curriculum with the Reagan Foundation, which will serve as a model middle school program for other schools throughout the United States. I was able to take a tour when they opened that. It was wonderful. Our students are going to really enjoy that. And here are another few highlights from our school district this year. Valley View Middle School named the Ventura County Middle School Mock Trial Champions. Simi Valley High School named the Auto Tech State Champions. Garden Grove, Madera, and White Oak Elementaries honored as California Distinguished Elementary Schools. Apollo High School named a Model Continuation High School for the 5th time. Santa Susana High School honored as a California Exemplary Arts Education and State Demonstration School. Many athletic victories for teams at both Royal and Simi High Schools. And finally, special student recognitions for Lola Forbes Black, who was honored as the Girl Scout of the Year for the Central Coast, and Rory Dennert, daughter of Brian Dennert on the park board. She is the recipient of the Sandra Day O'Connor Institute for American Democracy's Civics Challenge Award. Her video is on YouTube if you want to watch her. She does an excellent job as Sandra Day O'Connor. So in 2016, Simi Valley voters approved Measure X, a $239 million bond to improve facilities and security across 28 school campuses. Since then, the district has completed major improvements, including renovating learning spaces with upgraded technology, furniture, and safety features. 17 campuses are complete, with the rest finishing in the fall of 2026. New inclusive playgrounds at both Garden Grove and Sycamore elementary schools. Royal High School's new multipurpose building and renovated quad areas, offering flexible space for performance gatherings and more. I aged myself. When I went to school, it was an NPR, multipurpose room. Now it's a multipurpose building because it does a lot more, I guess, right? Simi Valley High School's updated quad and kitchen, and replacement of all student devices and enhanced campus safety. I'm told the construction of the new multipurpose building and science classrooms is underway at Simi High, with completion expected by early 2028. Let's take a moment to recognize some of the great work happening at Rancho Simi Recreation and Park District, one of our closest community partners. In March, the district celebrated the completion of the Arroyo Simi Greenway Phase 4, upgrading the trail from Sequoia to Tapo Street with new paving, benches, entry gates, and educational signage, creating a safer and more enjoyable route for walkers and cyclists alike. Who uses that? We need to get more people. I know Barbara was a big part of that too. Barbara and Steve Soika, I believe, were the two, along with the Park District. In November, they unveiled the beautifully themed Knowles Park Playground renovation, featuring a vintage locomotive for preteens and a fire engine structure for younger children, both honoring local history and community pride. I thought that was really great of the Park District to recognize the former fire building and the train that goes right by there. So thank you to them for that. This is another great thing. In December of 2024, the Rancho Simi Board of Directors unanimously updated the district's mission statement to include mental health. For 2025, the board is continuing their focus through programming benefiting physical, emotional, and mental health, including the Wellness 365 campaign, Mental Health and Suicide Awareness Month activities, and a Wellness Community Roundtable. And looking ahead, plans are moving forward for a new BMX track located at the Sinaloa Golf Course property. With board approval now in hand, the track will offer riders of all ages a space to build their skills and enjoy the sport. Additional plans for Rancho Santa Susana Community Park and the Activity Center expansion will continue, bringing exciting recreational amenities to our community. As we conclude today's presentation, now I'm almost done, I would like to thank each of you for being here and for your ongoing commitment to Simi Valley's future. Whether you're a business owner, community partner, neighbor, or a city employee, your voice and your contributions matter. It's through our shared commitment that we're able to move forward, rooted in the values that define us and inspired by our opportunities ahead. We've made great progress, but the best is still to come. Let's continue to build a community we're proud of and we're proud to call home together. So thank you and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. If anyone has any questions, city manager and assistant city manager and deputy city manager are up here and they'll be able to answer any questions you may have. So thank you all for being here today.